What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the Nerdy Mark channel. I am Sid the Nerdy Mark, and today I have your review of NXT and 205 Live for this week. So before we begin, a real quick reminder that this giveaway to win one of these fabulous prizes is still going on. You can of course win the Funko Pop Goofy Superhero Blind Bag or the Tamashii Buddy Super Saiyan Trunks. The instructions are in the video, the link in the description below, or the eye above my head, whichever you choose. And this is to celebrate 100 subscribers on the Nerdy Mark channel, so thank you guys once again. Check the video where I detail all the instructions. Follow those instructions, enter yourself in the giveaway for a chance to win one of these bad boys. Good luck, everyone, and this is my way of giving back, so thank you for 100 subscribers. Here's to many more, but for now, let's dive right in to this week's WWE Network shows, starting with NXT. So we're supposed to have a very loaded show this week for NXT. However, there's been a change of plans, and we will get into that in just a sec because that is kind of the whole theme of this episode. Triple H, the COO of WWE, comes out with the NXT title in hand, puts over NXT and how great it is. Can't argue with that. And Hunter originally was going to announce Tommaso Ciampa versus Johnny Gargano Part 4 for the NXT title. Unfortunately, of course, as we all know, Ciampa is going through neck surgery and has unfortunately relinquished the NXT title. So, of course, he had to painfully separate from Goldie. Gargano is going to take over to compete for the NXT title. And now there is a huge main event, a huge fatal 5-way match booked for tonight. It is actually the only match on this week's episode, and the winner of that match will go to Takeover to face off against Johnny Wrestling in a 2 out of 3 falls match for the NXT title. So that should be really interesting. So as I mentioned, the only match on this card is the Fatal 5-Way main event, and I will talk about that in just a minute, but I wanted to just touch base on Tommaso Ciampa. So they did show a video of Ciampa getting neck surgery, and they did even have images on the WWE website. I just want to say that I am very, very sad and very, very distraught at the fact that Tommaso Ciampa is pretty much out for the rest of this year. That's just absolutely horrible. And anytime a wrestler goes through an injury that is of this magnitude, it does really get to me. Even when Kevin Owens was injured and Sami Zayn were injured, even though I didn't talk about it too much, I still felt really bad for both superstars. Even Jason Jordan, man, when he's pretty much out for good, I wasn't a big fan of his character, but I still felt really bad for him. So, injuries suck. That's just what I want to say. And all I can say is Tommaso Ciampa, if you're watching this by any chance, which I don't think you are, get well soon, speedy recovery. Hope to see you back in the ring once again, doing what you do best, and that is being the greatest sports entertainment of all time. So once again, Tommaso Ciampa, get well soon, and hope to see you in an NXT ring once again. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, it is time for our main event, the Fatal 5-Way match that will determine who Johnny Gargano is going to face at NXT TakeOver New York for the NXT Championship in a 2 out of 3 falls match. So the participants are Adam Cole, baby, the one and only Ricochet, the Velveteen Dream, Matt Riddle, bro, and of course, Aleister Black. This was absolutely a chaotic match. I wrote down a lot of spots, but I don't really want to talk about all of them because we will be here all day. A couple of things to note: Riddle is focused on Velveteen Dream for a good portion of this match, so it looks like Riddle and Dream are going to be going for the North American title because of their exchange a few weeks ago anyway, so still continuing to kind of build that up a little bit in this match, so that was really cool. I think it's all but confirmed that they're going to have that match. Adam Cole, for the most part, being the chicken shit heel he is, goes off and ruins everybody else's crap in this match, so that was really cool. Good heel work by Cole, as always. Ricochet and Aleister Black try to have a sequence, but it is ruined by Adam Cole as well because he doesn't like us to have fun. There was a spot where Velveteen Dream tried to go for the Purple Rainmaker, but was caught by Matt Riddle, who converted it into a German, that looked so amazing. It really gives Brock Lesnar a run for his money, so Brock Lesnar probably should start taking notes. It'd help him in his UFC career. Cole did at one point step on Riddle's bare foot during their exchange. I thought that was very, very masterful. Their sequence before that was really good too. Dream did stop a bro mission attempt by Matt Riddle. He did it onto Adam Cole and even onto Aleister Black. In the middle of the Adam Cole and Riddle sequence, Riddle kind of like lit up Adam Cole's chest with a bunch of quick jabs, which kind of reminded me a little bit of this. Ricochet hitting a reverse Rana onto Cole, which was really, really awesome. After Cole hit 2 super kicks, then Ricochet converted that. Great flip onto Cole by Ricochet. Riddle did hit a bro mission onto Dream finally. Cole did pull the ref out so that he wouldn't count it. Riddle hit Cole from the inside. Black Mass to Riddle. Dream Valley Driver onto Riddle. Then Dream went for a purple Rainmaker. Ricochet Hurricane Rana's Dream to the outside and hits a shooting star press onto Riddle. Riddle taking brunt of the punishment today. He goes for the cover, but Cole hits Ricochet with the exposed knee, pins him to win the match. So Adam Cole, baby, is going to NXT TakeOver New York to face Johnny Gargano for the NXT Championship. What a fantastic match this was. What a great way to end out NXT this week. Despite the fact that Ciampa is injured and it is sad news, look what came of it. A really good match, and I would really suggest you go and check this one out. But for now, let's move on to 205 Live. 205 Live began with the Kanellises making their way into the ring. Maria Kanellis gets on the mic, introduces Mike Kanellis. She gets on the mic to introduce Mike. Go figure. Of course, rags on the crowd, rags on Drake Maverick, who actually had said that there's going to be a legendary cruiserweight who is going to face off against Kanellis. I was kind of expecting it to be Kushida, but it wasn't. It was Akira Tozawa, which is fine too. I'm okay with that. This was a pretty decent match. Kanellis did intercept Tozawa with a super kick early on and even got pretty impatient too. Quite a bit. That's been the whole story with Mike Kanellis, that he is unable to keep his cool. Tozawa did go for a Shining Wizard and then transition into a missile drop kick, which looked amazing. We had an octopus hold onto Kanellis, which Kanellis converted into a power slam. So that was some good stuff. Great counters in this match. Just a lot of good stuff in here. However, the match did end when Akira Tozawa goes onto the top rope to hit his senton, but of course Maria Kanellis distracts him, which allows Mike Kanellis to go to the other end. Tozawa runs to, hits the senton, but Kanellis gets the knees up on time, hits the crossroads onto Akira Tozawa to win the match. So finally, a victory for Mike Kanellis since coming in to 205 Live. And finally, we do have our main event for 205 Live, Tony Nese versus Cedric Alexander. The winner of this match goes on to WrestleMania to face Buddy Murphy for the Cruiserweight title. So the number one contenders have been decided across both NXT and 205 Live. So that was really cool this week. I guess that's the common theme. What a fantastic match this was. I mean, these two absolutely tear it up in the ring every time they're together, but this one just absolutely took the cake. So please go watch this match as well if you have not seen it yet. A lot of grappling and mat wrestling in the beginning, a lot of counters throughout the match. Tony Nese took Alexander to rest hold city at one point, which was whatever. Nese blocked a lot of lumbar check attempts. Both men were on the top rope at one point and hit each other, and they both fell to the outside and just barely beat the 10 count, which looked fantastic. Both men did try to super kick each other, but their legs got intertwined. But of course, Alexander did hit the super kick. We did have a neuralizer to flatliner sequence by Cedric Alexander, which looked really, really awesome. Alexander converted a running Nese into a Spanish fly, hit a lumbar check. Tony Nese kicked out of it. Tony Nese counters another lumbar check towards the end of the match, and then 2 counters later, finally Tony Nese hits the running Nese onto Cedric Alexander, and he wins the match. So he will face his friend and training partner Buddy Murphy at WrestleMania. Cedric Alexander shakes hands, leaves the ring. Buddy Murphy enters the ring, shakes his hand, raises his hand up high, and then turns his back on his friend with a huge knee strike onto Tony's face, and then stands atop Tony Nese with the title held high. And that is the end scene of 205 Live for this week. So, 2 absolutely fantastic shows this week. Between the number 1 contenders matches across both shows, this was absolutely amazing. I really hope you did not miss this week's 205 Live and NXT. So, I mean, I don't know what else to say. I think I basically said my matches of the night. I guess my favorite match of all throughout this was definitely the Fatal 5-Way because it was just amazing. But I did really enjoy Tony Nese versus Cedric Alexander because, like I said, those 2 men create magic in the ring. So that's my final thoughts on NXT and 205 Live. So that pretty much concludes this review of NXT and 205 Live. Let me know what you guys thought about both shows in the comment section below. Also, like I said, don't forget to enter the giveaway if you haven't already. Link in the description below. You have until the Monday after WrestleMania to enter in this giveaway. So good luck to all of you. But until next time, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Follow me on social media and tell your friends about the Nerdy Mark. Thank you all so much for watching. Thank you all so much for your undying support. This is Sid signing off. You guys take care. Bye-bye.